right? Hope you guys are doing well. Wait. That's what it looked like for week 28. Over there. Little fan going on. I feel like I got broader. Oh, let's get a haircut. I quite like it. I think I look quite cool. I think I even had a couple of stares in the gym from people. Well, not stares, but looks from the gym from people. Yeah, and I went to the gym and ran into another person I knew. It was really cool to I just went today at 8 or something in the morning. And it was really cool just I ran into another person I knew. And I just have so much more of a positive mindset now. I mean, I'm not entirely there, but there's so much of a difference. And this is what I was explaining to someone else. A lot of the ways that you do things in life don't come down to specific techniques that you need to do, but specific mindsets that you need to have, especially in social situations. In social situations, it's a lot less about what you actually have to say and do. It's a lot more about how you do those things, because how you do it communicates how you feel about yourself, underlying your actions, and even underlying your words. And yeah, something like only 5% of all of our language is verbal. Most of it is just body, is facial, is tone. So much of that's communicated that way. But yeah, so this morning I went to the gym. It was good fun. I ran into someone I knew. Yeah, it was nice seeing. Feels like every day I bump into someone new, and it feels like whenever it feels like every day I see someone I know, and I think I'm more and more finding the confidence to. I haven't acted on it yet, but I have the confidence more so to be more friendly and to be a bit more out there, a bit more every day. Like today, for instance, I saw one of the girls there. That's in a flat that's next door, and I hope you're enjoying this. But yeah, I saw one of the girls in the flat next door, and she was I just asked her, I was like, hey, how you doing? Good, what are you working? And then she was like, oh yeah, no, I'm just doing ab stuff at the moment. And I was like, kind of just seems like you're just lying there resting. It's being cheeky like that and stuff, just having fun. It doesn't have to mean anything. I don't even find her really. She's a little bit attractive, but I'm not interested in her. But it's fun just being able to do flay little things, flay, I don't know, fun little things like that, I guess. Hope you can actually even hear me. I should probably close the window, shouldn't I? There you go. Yeah, so, I know actually, the last couple of, to be truthfully honest, the last couple of basically months, my battery and energy for life has just slowly decreased, more and more, with the people around me. I've been a lot less present. I've been a lot less involved and active and excited about things. I mean, you can probably tell just from this video to be fair. But yeah, I'm like feeling so much better because I spoke to one of my friends, and she really did point out that like I was just losing so much energy. And it's because I was doing things that I didn't want to do. I was feeling guilty for having the feelings I have. But she helped me realise that the feelings I have, they're not like... I don't have to hate myself because I have the feelings I have for things. And so I feel a lot more empowered. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not a bad guy for holding this view. One of the things that I particularly like, that at the back of my head I have, particularly with exes or like people I've had close friendships and really close intimate like partnerships with before, is that I don't want them to ever look at me in a bad light. I've had that kind of like, had almost like paranoia for that. I don't want them to think of me in a bad light. But, yeah, my friend, she helped me like realise that it's like, well, you know, just because they see you in this certain light doesn't necessarily mean that like you're a bad person or you're evil. Like, you're just like, I just have the feelings I have and I can't really deny that. And I shouldn't feel bad about that either. It's just the way it is. So yeah, like this last maybe like 2 or 3 days, it's been like, yeah, these last 2 or 3 days I felt like that. And I've just, well, actually no, even just like the last 2 days, I felt far more free because I've actually started doing the things I want to do. And before I was stopping myself from doing the things I wanted to do because I was feeling like, because I was feeling shit about myself, and so I didn't want to give, and I didn't want to give myself what I really wanted because I didn't think I deserved to. I guess, yeah. Sorry if this is pretty rambly, but yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty happy at the moment. Pretty cool. Yeah. And the other day, like Wednesday, I think, or something, went out, went for a meal, and met a Bulgarian girl who seemed really like quite interested in me. And so I was contemplating whether or not I'd like maybe potentially just ask her if she wanted to like just go out for a day, like. And it isn't even that I'm like really even interested in her. She's only here until like after Valentine's Day, which is like she's probably leaving 2 days. And I probably could have like gone out with her if I'd arranged something, but she had a boyfriend. I don't really want to get involved in something like that. And also, I said that I wouldn't to other people, so I'm gonna stay by my word. But yeah, like in going out with her, I'm not even really interested in her. But it'd be nice to have, and again, like one of those just experiences of just being with someone who's interested in me, and like going on different experiences with multiple people and being able to enjoy that energy, and not even do anything like, probably not even do anything with it, like not even like, you know, I wouldn't go on the date to think like I can have sex or something. I don't really care about that anymore. I think I'd much rather just have that fun experience. So yeah, like, yeah, so I think I will probably take, when I next see my opportunity, I will probably take it, and I'll like go on like just a nice little day with someone, just learn a little bit more about someone else, see the world from their eyes. In a sense, it's almost, it basically is just purely platonic, in a sense. Except I sort of get the validation of them finding me attractive, and then me being able to act from that cockiness and stuff, because I feel like they think that I'm attractive, so I can be cocky. I do realise though that when some people find me attractive, or when I think that they find me attractive, but I'm not too sure, I get really awkward because I'm like, oh, like when it's obvious, I'm like chill. But yeah, I think that's something I've observed at least. But yeah, like for instance, the other day I woke up and actually I didn't go to bed. I just couldn't sleep for the night, so I just decided to start doing some work. Oh, and it was so good. So good to actually be productive again. It's so nice to actually be productive. Yeah, sorry, I'm just being really rambly, I guess. But this last week, it's been a really good one. Yeah, it's been a really good one. I think more and more, I am able to do the things I want to do. I've got to make the tough decisions when, for instance, like when I don't know, some people I know, like some friends I have, say, "Oh yeah, let's go out drinking this night" or something, and I just have to say like, "No, I can't do that." Or someone says like, "Oh yeah, let's hang out," and like I need to prioritize the things I want to do because I have seen it, and people around me have seen it. Like I just more and more, I just lose energy for life, and I just get to the point where I just don't have any energy. And now, because I'm doing the things I want to do, I'm more present for the people around me. I can actually get more things done. And yeah. So this week I'm gonna finish The Art of Loving, and probably read a bit of Epictetus. I'm gonna work much more on my dissertation. What else? Sorry, I just kind of forgot that I was actually recording there for a second. Yeah, just keep on going to the gym. I feel like I look quite good when I'm at the gym as well. I'm actually really trying. I'm actually really sweaty when I go as well. Yeah, don't know. Yeah, just really kind of helpful and like happy about the world and life, and I'm assuming more and more that people would see me in a good light rather than thinking that they see me in a negative light as well, which is good. So yeah, pretty good. Was there anything I wanted to talk about? There was one thing that was a concept. I don't know if I've spoken about this before, but I think the reasons why I wasn't doing the things I needed to do and the things I wanted to do was because I was doing things I'd like to do, but they weren't my main priority. And because they weren't really my main priority, and because in the back of my head I was thinking, like, this is nice, but I should really be doing this, like, I sort of felt a bit crap. And then once I'd stopped doing that thing that I wasn't really, like, fully wanting to do at that moment, I'd then just resort to either going on my phone and, like, playing, like, games and shit and, like, just pointless stuff like that, just to try and feel, like, some kind of little dopamine boost. It was that really. I was going to say that there was a concept that, like, I'd heard that was revenge procrastination, which is essentially like the idea that, like, if you don't get to do what you want, it's kind of the same thing. Like, you procrastinate and you decide to, like, do something else other than the thing you actually wanted to do because you kind of get annoyed that you couldn't spend that time doing the thing that you wanted to do. It's like say there's activity A, that's the thing you want to do. Activity C is what you end up doing, and then so you do but because you don't do activity C at that moment, or like whatever, and you instead do activity A, you want to do activity A and you do activity in C instead, and then you were hoping that you could do activity A and then you could relax and do activity B, but you did activity C instead of activity A. Well, then what you do is you do activity C and then you go, oh, but I deserve this as a reward for doing A, but I've had to do this thing, so I suppose I'll just give myself B. And I guess I've done that as well, which is like a revenge procrastination, which is entirely about you do that when you feel like you've wasted time, so you're like, well, it's so silly. It's such a silly thing, because then you're thinking, well, I'm just going to do this instead. Quite childish. In a bad way. Childish in a bad way. But yeah, I don't know. So that was a concept that I'd heard about recently. Looking at my body today, I don't think it looks like I can tell sometimes when I come back from the gym that things have had an effect. I can see the pump, I can feel the pump, but I can't really feel the pump that much. I can't really see it today. Just interesting, but that's just a little observation for today. Concerning the rest of today, the rest of this week, I'm going to get the book done. I'm going to work a lot more on my dissertation. I can apply to jobs and stuff. I'm just going to get myself up at good times, go to bed at good times. Yeah, I know, I feel really productive, I feel really happy, I feel really happy because I feel really productive. Again, happiness is not a purchasable thing. It's not something that you can hold in your hand. Happiness is an activity. It's what is produced from you doing stuff. So yeah, it's good. But yeah, that's all of it really. In a sort of way, I do regret that I didn't take action on the thing about the girl who came over, because that's just another opportunity that I've let slip by. But then again, that pain, that's something I can learn from, and I can just learn not to do it next time. But anyway, yeah, I'll see you guys all in a bit. Love you all, yeah. Bye.